to be the deputy president, and the judiciary has done its part, which includes what the three-judge bench yesterday did by issuing the ruling that gave the go-ahead to have the deputy president sworn in. And now he says it's his work, and it is the opportunity for the executive now to deliver to Kenyans. Something else that the president has really highlighted is the issue to do with serving Kenyans. And he reiterated the importance of the public servants ensuring that they are working for all Kenyans in all the regions, in all parts of the country, including Coast region, including Nyanza region, including Rift Valley, well, even the Mount Kenya region, all regions, northeastern, eastern regions, to ensure that they have worked and delivered for the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya. This, of course, definitely, the president most likely was talking of his second in command, which definitely we actually saw the impeachment that was happening. Part of what was raised by the person who moved the motion to impeach the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. What he had alleged is that the former deputy president was not advocating and pushing agenda for the Republic of Kenya, or rather he was moving agenda for the one region, just for one region. And definitely that also Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has actually been advised on it, that he should ensure that he moves the agenda of the entire country, not the agenda of specific region and not agenda of some parts of the country, but the agenda of the entire country. And definitely those, again, as I said, just some political undertones here and there that definitely not, of course, not very direct, but definitely talking about what Kenyans have been talking about, Kenyans have been raising, the issues that Kenyans have been raising. And definitely, it's just like I had said, it is not going to be a very long ceremony. It has taken roughly about 2 hours from the judiciary part of it that saw the swearing in of Kithure Kindiki, as well as the speeches that were put across. Now, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has also had his first speech, his debut in this office of the Deputy President. And one thing that he has assured the President William Ruto is that he will work to ensure that he has helped the president to deliver on his mandate. And something that he has assured the president is that he will be loyal to the president, and he will ensure that the president delivers for Kenyans. Definitely, this also as also another political undertone in what showcased that the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki is ready not to go beyond his boss. There were allegations that the former deputy president was insubordinating the president, and Kithure Kindiki has said that he will ensure he has worked under President William Ruto and will help to achieve the agenda of the country, the agenda of the Kenya Kwanza government, and the bottom-up economic model is delivered to the people of Kenya. And definitely, I want to just hear maybe one or two Kenyans tell us maybe what their expectations, or rather if their expectations were met. Well, the Kenyans just passing. Of course, I want to listen to some of the sentiments by Kenyans on what they have taken from this. Maybe I can have one or two people tell me one or two things concerning today's event. You are going to tell us your name. Thank you very much for joining us here on KTN News. You are going to tell us, of course, the ceremony is over. Now we have Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. What are you saying about today's event, and what are you looking forward to the new Deputy President in office?
I believe in the leadership of Professor Kithure Kindiki, and I believe Kenya is going to go forward very fast because for the first time, President is going to get a very brilliant person to help him carry Kenya and the projects forward. And therefore, we wish him all the best. Asikuwe na kiburi kama ule mwingine.
Before I let you go, definitely you said that the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has what it takes to help the President deliver his mandate and deliver for Kenyans. Maybe what are some of these things that you are waiting, or rather you're looking forward to the government of the day delivering? Maybe are there things that you feel the government is yet to deliver, and by having Kindiki now take up the position, they are going to deliver as it should?
We believe in Kindiki and His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, the President, because number one, the manifesto, the UDA manifesto, is clear to everyone here. And we believe that when he gets someone who will help him champion for the same, Kenya is going to go far. Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe I have one more person, someone else who can say something concerning today's event that has just happened. Thank you. You are very ready. Very ready. Thank you very much. Today's event, of course, has seen the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki take over. He has had massive achievement in the Ministry of Interior as the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Interior. Do you feel the same achievements are going to be replicated in the office of the Deputy President?
Well, by and large, with this exemplary professional achievement, we trust in his capacity to deliver to the people of Kenya. He has proven to be a humble guy with a lot of humility, and he attracts people from different political affiliation, different ethnic background, different levels of Maslow hierarchy of needs. Yeah, that can be seen by today's attendance in his inauguration.
President William Ruto says that for the longest time he has had the challenge of ensuring that Kenyans know what the government is doing. Maybe what would you recommend? What would you advise the now new Deputy President on enlisting government's projects?
Well, loyalty and listening to the priority of Kenyans is the best thing. And this pushed me to an analysis that I analyze that in future the president must elect a deputy whom their chemistry, political chemistry, is more intertwined. The way Mwai Kibaki and Kijana Wamalwa used to work, Mwai Kibaki and Mudi Awori, Mwai Kibaki and Kalonzo Musyoka, you need to get someone who can hear you and can deliver on your vision to the people of Kenya.
Are you saying maybe the president had picked a deputy who could not have helped him, or what exactly are you saying when you say that they need to have the chemistry, because they have been together for 2 years?
Okay, from the speech I've heard from Professor Kithure Kindiki, he has clearly stated that they had worked with President William Ruto 20 years. So I think they understand one another. Yeah.
So definitely understanding each other is very important. And now there has been concern that the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was sometimes going against the policies of the government, and some of the policies definitely Kenyans sometimes do not support them. And Gachagua said some of the policies he was against them. Do you think Kithure Kindiki is going to be able to advise the president on some of the issues maybe that are not very popular with Kenyans? Is he going to do that, or maybe he'll be a yes sir person?
Precisely. Kithure Kindiki has performed in the Ministry of Interior. We have seen reforms in the prison sector. We have seen reforms in the internal security sector, the police sector, and every other sector. So we trust Kithure Kindiki. And being that he comes from minority community, I think it puts him in a clear picture that he needs to perform so that he can attract trust from Kenyans from across.
Yes, my question is, do you feel Kindiki is going to advise the president on some of the policies maybe that might not be popular with Kenyans?
Not really. I don't believe in that. Kithure Kindiki is a man of people, and he understands. He's a man from humble background, humble from the way even he speaks, and now he has handled Kenyans. Yes.
Thank you very much. Of course, let me now hear you before I wrap up and take it back to studio. What are you looking forward to in terms of Deputy President Kithure Kindiki's performance as he takes over as the third Deputy President?
the office of Deputy President is a very important office. He's a personal assistant to the President. So the personal assistant to the President, you expect him to understand and, and articulate the policy of the government. So what you have been seeing in the past, as you have seen from today, there is even much hope in Kindiki being able to understand that he's not going to represent a particular region. He's going to speak national issues. We cannot be, you cannot have someone who is the level of Deputy President speaking about one village or one mountain. We have several mountains in Kenya. We have several regions. So you cannot be able to have someone in that very high position being able to speak about one region. If you see Kindiki today, you have not seen him even talk about where he comes from. He didn't even name his village. It doesn't matter to us. What we need is someone who is able to speak issues that relate to all Kenyans, regardless of the tribe. And of course, tribalism is a big issue in Kenya. In 2024, over 60 years after independence, we cannot be talking about tribes. We should be talking about, us as Kenyans and as one people.
Thank you very much. Let me wrap up with you very fast. Labda unaweza kutueleza tu jina lako na matarajio yako labda wakati Kithure Kindiki anachukua hatamu za uongozi, ameshapata kuapishwa. What are we looking forward to? Do you believe he is going to perform like he has performed in the Ministry of Interior?
Yes, kwangu tu niko congratulate Professor Kindiki kwa yale yote ambayo amepewa na president. That is, yeye mwenyewe amesema ni ofisi kubwa kwake, which is we expect him to perform more and cut cross. Hatutaki maneno ya mountain, hatutaki maneno ya ponde, hatutaki maneno ya mto. Hii ni Kenya moja ambaye sisi ni moja. So hatuwezi kubali tukawanywe tena kama wa Kenya.
Asanteni sana. Asanteni nyote. Kuna mtu ya bodaboda. Acha nisikie mtu ya bodaboda. Just something that you have been following keenly and definitely wewe ni mtu ya bodaboda. Rais amesema kwamba amekuwa na kibarua sana kuhakikisha kwamba anaelezea wa Kenya yanayofanyika na serikali inatekeleza masuala yepi kuhusiana hata na maendeleo, kwamba amekuwa na kibarua sana na akampa Kindiki kazi ya kuhakikisha kwamba Wakenya wanajua yanayoendelea. Wewe kama Mkenya labda utasemaje kuhusiana na haya ya matamshi ya rais kwamba hajakuwa na mtu wa kumsaidia kuelezea yanayofanyika?
Kwa majina naitwa Douglas Nyamweya, mimi ni mwanabodaboda Central Board District hapa Nairobi. Kwanza nataka kushukuru rais sana kwa kutuhakikishia kwamba naibu wa rais ni Kithure Kindiki, na kwa tunamwambia Kithure Kindiki kwamba anapoanza kazi achane mambo na ukabila, achane mengi, ajue kwamba Wakenya ndio anashughulikia, si kabila moja, na watu wote ambao walichagua rais wamekubaliana na rais juu ya uchaguzi wake Kithure Kindiki. Kwa hivyo washirikiane pamoja na watu wote, viongozi wote wa nchi hii kutekeleza majukumu ambayo rais atawapatia. Asante sana.
Asante sana mwana bodaboda. Naambiwa kwamba hatuna muda, lakini wewe ni Gen Z. Kwa haraka tu sekunde wacha niongea huyu mmoja. Haya, sawa, kwa haraka basi. Jina lako na labda matarajio yako na pia mama, wewe si mama mboga wewe.
Kwa majina naitwa Shaban Wellington. Jinsi vile president ameelezea, unajua ameongea tu kuhusu mambo ya kilimo nini, lakini sijasikia akiguzia mambo ya majensi sana. Juu jensi tumewachwa nyuma sana. Tumejaribu kuandamana lakini hatuoni matokeo. Tumewachwa nyuma kabisa. Aswa hajaguzia watu wa chini sana, watu wa chini. Na Kindiki ningependa tu kumpea pongezi kwa hiyo kiti amepewa. Lakini hao watu wanakuanga wazuri wakati wananyenyekea sana wakati bado hawajaingia pale. Mtu akifika pale anageuka, anabadilika. Sijui kwa nini huwa wanabadilika. Mtu akiingia pale mfuko ikianza kunona, anaanza kuwa na madharau. Baada ya mwaka moja amechange. So wametuzoea sana kama sisi majensi, na 2027 tutawaonesha. Watajua sisi kweli ni majensi. Tunalia sana.
Asante sana. Mko wengi sana. muda umesonga sana. Let me have a political analyst talk to us and tell us something. Of course, what has been happening, Felix, concerning today's event here. Are we going to see a change in terms of enhancing and in terms of leadership in the executive?
Exactly. First of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency, the Deputy President-elect, Mr. Honorable Kindiki. I believe we are going to have a good leadership with the combination of the professor and the Daktari in the office, because the person who has been elected as the Deputy President is a clean person, a person who is not tainted, a person who is as clean as anything you can imagine of. So we're looking forward to good leadership, positive leadership, and a leadership that is going to bring change in this country.
There's something that the president has talked about and has said that he has had challenges to highlight the development agenda of the government, to highlight what the government is doing, especially in the presidency. And when he talked about the presidency, definitely is the president and the deputy president. Simply, he was saying that his former deputy was not doing this. So are we looking forward to maybe something that will be so different, and we are going to see more of government's agenda being enlisted to Kenyans?
Oh yes, I think from the word go we could realize that the deputy and the president, they were not working together. They were not in sync. And therefore, if they were not in sync, we would not expect them to perform together. There was a lot of animosity based on a number of reasons that both of them know, but we, the public, may not know. So with the coming of Kindiki, I believe is going to set a good transition in terms of development record, because Kindiki himself is a performer. We have seen him perform in the interior docket, save for a few occasions where the Gen Z were killed, and I think that really tainted his, political career and leadership profile. But save for that, he's been a good leader, he's a performer, and they seem to have a good leadership, good leadership together with the president. They seem to be good friends from the word go. So this day just reminds us of what we are used to hearing, the common saying that kama ni chako, ni chako. I think from the word go, Kindiki was supposed to be the deputy president. I think for one reason or another, I don't know how Gachagua managed to convince the president and he overtook Kindiki. But I think in the long run, kama ni chako, ni chako. So Kindiki has finally come to get what was rightfully his from the word go. And I think he's a patient man. He's been patient for the last 2.5 years. So this is the right moment for him.
Yes. And we have had the president talk to DCI, talk to the Director of Public Prosecutions on matters to do with corruption. He has actually gone big about it and told the agencies to ensure that those who are corrupt are brought to book. And I remember that part of the grounds that were raised in the impeachment process or impeachment of the deputy president then, Rigathi Gachagua, was that he had engaged in matters corruption. Are we going to be seeing a situation whereby he will be finding himself in courts because of matters to do with corruption?
First of all, from my personal point of view, I don't think these two agencies are doing the right job. They seem to be working under the influence of the executive. But beside that, I think Rigathi is a man who is going, today is not going to sleep, because there are a lot of challenges that are going to follow him in this political cold. We're going to see the EACC going after his property, and in the pretext of he acquired these properties through the legal means or through unquestionable means. So he's going to be a man under very serious challenges in terms of how he acquired the money. So I think the government is going to go for him, unfortunately.
Thank you. Felix Kivai is a political analyst, definitely, for giving us those insights. Sekunde 30, kwa sababu muda tunapewa kisogo, labda matarajio yako, unaona kama mambo yatabadilika kwa sekunde 30 tafadhali.
Okay. Sasa mimi kitu naweza sema, mimi kwa majina naitwa Evans Nyaboga Moranga, ni mwanayuti wa Riruta. Mimi nimeona enyewe hii kitu imefanyika leo ni kitu ya muhimu sana, kwa sababu moja, Gachagua alichipiga kifua sana, na akajaribu kuchapa Raila Amolo Odinga. Na Raila ni mtu unajua Raila ni mtu ametoka siasa, ameanza kitambo, ni mtu anajua vile siasa inaenda. Sasa tunaomba waendelee hii miaka 3 imepaki, wafanye kazi vizuri na Kindiki, wakimaliza tuone what next.
Asante sana. Asante. Time is not on our side. Definitely, we have been following. I'm being told time is not on our side. I have to wrap it up. And definitely, we have been following keenly the swearing in ceremony of Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. It is his first day in office, and his speech definitely is telling of a person who is going to be committed to his duty as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Remember, when President William Ruto took over as the president, he gave out an executive order and designed the roles of deputy president. Will he be able to stick to the roles of the deputy president? Will he be able to achieve what he has achieved as the cabinet secretary in the interior, or even more? Or how will the situation be? This is something that we are going to be following keenly, and definitely we are going to be ensuring we tell our viewers, and definitely keep track of what the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki is going to be doing. And from here at the KICC, on behalf of all those who have made it possible, the cameraman as well as our director Makanyumba, and also the sound technician Dan and Dominic, I want to hand it back to studio. Have a good afternoon.
Na mtazamaji, kama ulivyosikia kutoka ukumbi wa kimataifa wa mikutano KICC, ni rasmi sasa kwamba Profesa Abraham Kithure Kindiki ndiye naibu rais wa 3 wa taifa la Kenya. Tutakuwa tunajadili hayo na mengine mengi yaliyotokea katika hafla hiyo, nikiwa nimeungana na jopo la wachanganuzi hapa studioni. Nitakuwa namhusisha Sandra Njoki ambaye amekuwa nasi tangu asubuhi katika kuangazia ni yapi ambayo tunayapata kutokana na vile hotuba ya rais na hotuba ya naibu rais Profesa Kithure Kindiki. Na pia nitakuwa namhusisha vile Daktari Luchetu Lukaka ambaye pia ni mchanganuzi wa masuala ya kisiasa kuhusiana na hayo, na Kefa Ojiju ambaye ni mwanasheria, katika kuangazia kwa nini pia leo tu wa Kenya wanahisi siku hii ya sikukuu wanaita sikukuu ya Kindiki. Wengi nafikiri hawajafahamu ni kwa nini. Wakili atakuwa anatueleza kwa nini katiba inataja kwamba lazima naibu rais akiapishwa kuwe na sikukuu ambayo jana ilichapishwa rasmi na kwenye gazeti la serikali. Jina langu ni Hadia Mwasiwa, nitakuwa na kujuza hayo na mengine mengi, lakini kwa sasa napata fursa kuingia madukani. Usiende mbali.